In our next topic, we are coming to talk about circles and find the equation of a circle. Now, assuming I have a circle, okay, with center P to be equal to AB, okay, and from the center O, also the center P to the circumference Q, okay, there's another point here, XY, okay. Now, the length of PQ is what we call the radius, so these are our radius, okay. Now, if we want to find the distance between P and Q, okay, the distance between P and Q will be given to us by the distance of PQ. Using the distance formula we learned in coordinate geometry 1, that's straight lines. This will be equal to the square root of, we shall have x minus a all squared, plus, then we have y minus b all squared. So that's the distance formula. So solving for this, we shall have PQ. Now we know our PQ is the same as our radius. So our radius is equal to the square root of x minus a all squared plus y minus b also all squared. Okay? Now, if we want to get rid of the square root, we square both sides. So squaring both sides, we shall have r all squared is equal to square root of x minus a all squared plus y minus b all squared. This also squared. So this will cancel this. We are left with r squared is equal to x minus a all squared plus y minus b all squared. Now, assuming our center of the circle is the origin, which is the origin, when we have the origin, is the OXY on the OXY plane or the Cartesian plane. If the origin is 0, 0, okay, and that is where the center is, it means our A is 0 and B is 0. So if A is 0, okay, if A is 0 and B is 0, it means our equation of the circle is now r squared is equal to x minus 0 squared will give us x squared, then plus y squared. So this will be the equation of the circle if we have the center to be the origin. Okay? Now, if the center is not the origin, then it means that we shall have r squared to be equal to x minus a all squared plus y minus b all squared. Now, if we should expand, okay, if we should expand, we shall have r squared to be equal to x minus a all squared means x minus a plus y minus b all squared means y minus b. So when we expand, we shall get r squared is equal to, we shall have x squared minus ax will give us minus 2ax, then plus a squared, then plus y times y is y squared, minus by will give us minus 2by, then plus b squared. Now, if we should rearrange this, we shall have r squared to be equal to x squared plus y squared minus 2ax minus 2by plus a squared plus b squared. Okay? So the squared is equal to x squared plus y squared minus 2ax minus 2by plus a squared plus b squared. Now when we equate this to 0, this is equal to x squared, this will give us x squared plus y squared minus 2ax minus 2by plus a squared plus b squared minus r squared is equal to 0. When we bring the r squared to the right hand side. Now, assuming our center is not the origin, like I was saying, our center is not 0, 0. Now, let's assume that our center is minus g minus f. So now we are going to substitute when a is equal to minus g and b is equal to minus f into this equation. So when a is equal to minus g and b is equal to minus f, okay? So when a equals to minus g and b equals to minus f, we have, now this will be x squared plus y squared. Now, a is minus g, so this will be minus 2 times minus g, which will give us 2gx. This is minus 2 times minus f, so which will give us positive 2fy plus a squared plus b squared So this will be our A is F, our A is G, and then our B is, sorry, our A is minus G, so we have minus G squared, which will give us G squared, plus our B is also minus F, which will give us F squared minus R squared, equal to 0. So what we are going to do next is, we are going to substitute a constant for the radius, which is C. Let C be equal to G squared plus F squared minus R. So we are going to let C, so let C be equal to G squared plus F squared minus R squared. Okay? So this is going to give us X squared plus Y squared plus 2GX plus 2FY plus C is equal to 0. So you realize that this is the general equation of a straight line. Okay? The general equation of a straight line is X squared plus Y squared plus 2GX plus 2FY plus C to be equal to what? 0. And then our radius. Solving for the radius, we can make R the subject here. So solving for the radius, our R squared, we shall have R squared to be equal to G squared plus F squared minus C. Okay, so our radius will be equal to the square root of G squared plus F squared minus C. This will give us the radius. So anytime we are given, let me say, an equation of a, anytime we are given the equation of a circle, we should always notice that the coefficient of x squared and y squared will always remain the same. Okay? So if the coefficient of x squared is 5, then the coefficient of y squared should be 5. If they are different, this is not a circle. Okay? Now, there shouldn't be any term like 2, let me say 2 times x times y. Okay? It should always be 2x and 2y. We don't have any term like xy or yx in it. Okay? So these are the ways of identifying a circle. Okay? So always the coefficient of x squared and y squared should always remain the same. So assuming we are given the equation of a circle, let's say I give you 2x squared plus 2y squared minus 8x plus 6y plus 5 equal to 0. And I say you should find the center. Okay? So what usually happens is, if I ask you to find the center of this circle, the first thing you do is you divide 2 by 2. Okay? So when you divide 2 by 2, you shall have, okay, you shall have x squared plus y squared minus 4x plus 3y plus 5 over 2 is equal to 0. That's dividing 2 by 2. Now, when you compare this to this, you realize that 2g is equal to minus 4. Okay? So when you divide by 2, your g is equal to what? Minus 2. Also, you can say that 2f is equal to 3. Okay, that's the coefficient of y. So f is also equal to 3 over 2. So your center is always minus g minus f. So your center now becomes positive 2, negative 3 over 2. This becomes your center. Okay? So I'll teach you how to find the radius too. We are going to learn how to find the center and radius of a circle when we are given the equation of the circle. Now, assuming we are asked to find the center and radius of a circle given the equation, okay? Now, assuming we have an example like, we have example 1, x squared plus y squared plus x plus 4y minus 2 equals 0. And we have been asked to find the center and radius of this. So the first thing we do is, we compare this to the general equation of a straight line. The first thing we do is, we compare this to the general equation of a circle, which is x squared plus y squared plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c equal to 0. So we know our center is always minus g minus f. Okay, so when you compare this to this, x squared is x squared, y squared is y squared, and then our 2g is equal to what? This is 1x. So we can say 2g is equal to 1. So g is equal to 1 over 2. And then 2f is equal to 4. Our f is equal to 4 over 2, which is equal to 2. Okay? So this is giving us, our center is minus g minus f. So therefore, our center becomes minus half and then minus 2. Okay, this becomes our center, minus half, minus 2. Then our radius is equal to the square root of g squared plus f squared minus c. Okay, so we are going to replace our g and f, which is this and this. Okay, this and this as our g and f, and then our c is minus 2. This is the constant. Okay, because from here c is also equal to minus 2. So our radius will be equal to the square root of g squared. So we shall have g squared. G is what? Half. So we have half squared minus, okay, plus our f is also 2, so plus 2 squared, then minus, then our c is also, comparing this to this, our c is also equal to what? Minus 2, so c is equal to minus 2. So when we solve, we shall get our radius to be equal to the square root of, this will be 1 over 4 plus 2. So r will be equal to the square root of, this will be 1 over 4 plus 6, okay? So our radius will be equal to 4, 6, 24. 24 plus 1 is 25. So we have square root of 25 over 4. So our radius becomes, square root of 24 is 5. Square root of 4 is 2. It becomes 5 over 2. Where this is equal to 2.5. Okay? So our radius is 2.5 units. And then our center is minus half minus 2. Assuming we want to find the center and radius of this equation 2. 4x squared plus 4y squared minus 12x minus 8y plus 9 equal to 0. Let's say we want to find the center and radius of this circle. So for the center, our center will be equal to, we shall have, comparing this to x squared plus y squared plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c equal to 0. Our 2g will be equal to, okay. So now, the first thing we need to do is we need to change this to become like x squared and y squared, okay? So, which means we have to divide through the whole of this equation by 4. So when we divide through by 4, we shall get x squared plus y squared, and then minus 3x minus 2y plus 9 over 4 equal to 0. So after dividing through by positive 4, now we can compare this to this and get the values of g and f respectively. So comparing this to this, we shall have 2g to be equal to what? Minus 3. So 2g is equal to minus 3. G is equal to minus 3 over 2. And then we shall have 2f to be equal to minus 2. F is equal to minus 1. So our center, okay, is always minus g minus f. So our center now becomes positive 3 over 2 and then positive 1. This is our center. Now for us to get the radius of this, so let's solve it here. We want the radius. Our radius will be equal to, so comparing this to this, we realize that our c is equal to what? C is also equal to 9 over 4. Okay? So our radius will be equal to, we have the square root of g squared plus f squared minus c. So r is equal to the square root of, our g is equal to negative 3 over 2. So we have negative 3 over 2 all squared, plus our f is also equal to negative 1. Negative 1 all squared minus, our c is 9 over 4. So we have 9 over 4. Our radius now becomes the square root of minus 3 over 2 all squared becomes 9 over 4, positive 9 over 4. Minus 1 squared becomes positive 1, so plus 1, and then minus 9 over 4. So 9 over 4 minus 9 over 4 is 0. We are left with the square root of 1. Then therefore, our radius is equal to, square root of 1 is 1, so we have 1. Okay? So our radius is equal to 1 unit. So this is how we can find the center and radius of a circle. We also have another method, that is by using completing of squares. But if you know this one, I think it's enough. But you can also learn the completing of squares in addition to it. Okay? So assuming we want to find the center and radius using completing of squares. Okay? So when we want to use completing of squares to solve this, to get the center and the radius, this will be equal to, we shall have, this is minus 2 is equal to 0, if I'm right. So Using completing of squares, we rearrange them. This is going to give us x squared plus 1x plus y squared plus 4y minus 2 is equal to 0. Okay? So, when you use completing of squares, you multiply this by half and then you square it. So, we shall get x squared plus 1 over 2x plus 1 over 2 all squared. Let's take this to the right. So, let's say this is equal to 2. So, we shall have equal to 2 plus, 2 minus 1 over 2, no, 2 plus 1 over 2 all squared. So, when this comes here, it becomes 0. Then this will be plus y squared plus 4y. When you multiply this by half, you get 2, and you square it, you get 4. So, plus 4, then we add positive 4 here too. We square it. When you multiply this by half, you get 2, you square it, 2 squared. So this will be 2 squared. Then plus 2 squared, okay? So when you add this to this, it becomes 0. So when we compare, this expression can be written as x plus 1 over 2 all squared. Then this can also be written as y plus 2 also all squared equals to, this will be 2 plus 1 over 4 plus 4. Okay? So when you compare, this will be equal to x plus 1 over 2 all squared plus y plus 2 all squared equals to, this will give us 6 plus 1 over 4. Then we shall get x plus 1 over 2 all squared plus y plus 2 all squared equals to 4 is 24 plus 1, we have 25 over 4. So when you compare, okay, our center is minus g minus f. So our center becomes minus half and then minus 2. And then our radius, our center, now is equal to minus half minus 2. And then our radius is now the square root of this, the square root of 25 over 4, which is equal to 5 over 2. So this gives us the square root. But when you want to use completing of squares, that's what I'm saying. If you know this method, there's no need for you to also learn this one, okay? It is always best to use either method, okay? So you can choose to do what you want. Learn how to find the equation of a circle when you are given the center and the point on the circle, okay? And then learn how to find the equation of a circle when you are given 3 points on the circumference of the circle.